Hi guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. So today we are going to be doing another tutorial, carrying on with the Christmas theme. And we are going to be making these, which are cute little milk cartons in a stand, and they're for the kiddies hot chocolates. Okay, so as you can see, we have 3 milk cartons in the stand. Okay, as you stand like so, and we have in one we have a bag of hot chocolate with just the cute little pegs on the top to keep them closed. We have hot chocolate in one bag, we have marshmallows and sprinkles in the other bag, and then in the third bag is a couple of little chocolate bars, Kinder Bueno chocolate bars. Okay, now this idea I actually got off of a lady on YouTube who I follow, the Posh Paper Lady. She is absolutely wonderful. I will leave her link to her YouTube channel in the description somewhere, so you can pop over, see her. Please go and give her a sub. Absolutely fantastic lady, and you will absolutely love her crafts. But I know she wouldn't mind me sharing these with you. I mean, that's why she put her video up on there anyway, for us to make and, you know, share our ideas on her take. So this is her original idea. This is not my idea. The only thing I've done slightly different is the sizes of these backboards, just to my own personal taste, really. But they are very, very cute, and as I said, she wouldn't mind us making these at all. So without further ado, let's get cracking, and I will show you what you need to make these. So all I've done is used some A4 card in the printer, and I've printed off some Christmas theme papers. So you are going to need one piece of card. Doesn't matter what it is. As you can see, this is from a Weetabix box. Okay, but you will need something sturdy for the back of the stand, and this measures 5.5 by 4.5 inches. You will need one of them. I have a red stripy piece here. This measures 3 3/8 by 5.5. You will need one of them. I have another red stripy piece here for my stand, and this is an A4 sheet of card, and it's cut to 6 inches. One of them. Okay, and then for your boxes, for your little milk cartons, you will need 3 of these. Don't forget you need to make 3. I've already done 2 here, but I will be making this one with you. And they need to be cut 5.5 by 6 inches. Okay, that is what you are going to need. And the first thing we are going to do is take one of our 5.5 by 6 inch pieces with our scoring board. Okay, and remember, as I told you in the last video, when you're doing these milk cartons, you need to have your paper. If that's the right way up, you need your paper. Okay, you need to have it tucked up in that corner, and that will be the first mark where you will make. Okay, so with the 5 3/4 inch across the top, 5.5, sorry, across the top there, we are going to make our first mark at 1 1/8 of an inch. Okay, then we are going to make a mark at 4 inches. and then another one at 5 inches, like so. Then we're going to turn it round, so you have now your 6-inch side against the top, okay, and we are going to score this at 1 3/8, 2 3/4, 4 1/8, and 5 1/2. Okay, like so. Then we can move this out of the way for now. Alright, so then you're going to want to fold and burnish all your score lines. And on this top one, as I said in the last video, when making these milk cartons, fold the first line that way and then fold the top flap back on itself, okay? It just makes it a lot easier when you're making these boxes. Okay, so you have that. Then all we need to do is this square that is here, okay, we need to remove that corner piece right there. Okay, so how I like to do mine is go straight up on that first score line and then totally remove that corner. Then we're going to need to make a few cuts into this, okay? So I like to go up on that second score line, and then I'm just going to taper my line in a bit as so it's easier to close the box, okay? Then I'm going straight up on the second one and then in on that side, straight up on that one, and then I'm going to angle in this last tab of the box as well. Okay, so these two square ones, these will be the front and back of my boxes. These two side flaps will be the sides to tuck in to your box. Okay, let's get rid of them. So then all I'm going to do is fold over this edge piece, which is going to be a glue flap. You can tape this, glue it. It is entirely your choice. I prefer glue than tape. So glue on there, okay, like so. And then I'm just simply going to fold it in half. Make sure that is lined up with that edge of the box. Okay, so it's nice and flush on there. And then I'm just going to give that a push down with my bone folder. Like so. And then I like to just squash my box the other way as well and give it another push down just to make sure all them creases are pushed down nicely. Like so, okay. And there you have the start of your box. So then what I'm going to do is take these two side flaps and push them in. This flap here is the back of my box because I have the seam that I just stuck down right there. Okay, so this is going to be the back flap of my box. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit of glue across there. And then the other flap, I'm going to make sure it's got glue all the way around it, like so. So it sits down nice and it's not going to go anywhere. And then just fold your flaps in, like so, okay? Make sure your box is quite square, so it's straight. Then take a bone folder or ruler, pencil, anything like that, and just give them a push down on the bottom in there, okay, so you know it's stuck down well. And then making sure you've got the two sides of the boxes. You will know you've got the two sides of the boxes because if you look inside the box, you have one of the flaps going either way to the side. Okay, so just taking the sides of the box, push your fingers in carefully and just line up those two on there like that. Simple as that. Okay, and now you have your little milk carton like so. So once you have all three of them done, you will then need to start making your box for them to go in, or your little stand. So I'm taking my A4 piece that we cut to 6 inches wide. Okay, and then you will need your little piece of card or chipboard, whatever you are using. I'm going to simply glue the back of this. Like so. And then I'm just going to take the edge and line it up right on the edge of this paper. Okay, leaving myself a gap either side of the card there, and just line it up right along that bottom edge there, like so. And then I like to give it a push down just to get that glue spread out and make sure that's stuck properly. Okay, so if you use tape, you're not going to be able to have wiggle room if this moves. That's why I like to use the glue, because it gives you a couple of seconds to be able to move that around. I like to take something to score my paper with, and I'm just going to run that along the top piece of that card so I get a nice fold there. And then I'm just going to fold that over like so. Okay, and give that a nice push down. Open it back out, and then where these two marks are, we're going to cut in at an angle there. Okay, so we just want to cut a V out onto that fold line, just to the corner of your card there. Okay, just like so. And then again, taking something to score my paper with, I'm just going to run it down either side of this card like so. And then I'm going to bring them sides over and give them a push down, and these will be stuck down. Let me little glue pot needs refilling, so glue around the edges of them. That's one side, and this is just to make sure this is going to be a raw edge down here. It's not going to be seen, but the sides of this will. That's why you fold the paper over there, and then you're not going to have the raw cardboard edge against there. Okay, that nice push down, get rid of all that glue, and then we glue right the way around the edge of this. Put plenty of glue on. Okay, and then I'm just going to simply fold that over onto there and make sure that's stuck down nicely. And again, using my bone folder, I like to just make sure that glue is spread out nicely and that's well stuck on there. Okay, like so. And then I'm just going to take a pair of scissors and literally cut as close to that edge as you can, all the way round. so. Again, just make sure it's all pushed down nicely. Let's get rid of some of them out the way. Okay, so you have your raw edge there of the card, okay, but then you have a nice finish on them sides, on the other three sides, and that will be the backboard for your cartons to stand against. Okay, so then you can take your last piece of paper, your piece that measures 8 3/8 by 5 1/2. Okay, then you'll want to bring your scoreboard back in. So it doesn't matter what side of this you start with this one. All you're going to do is simply, you're going to score at 1 inch and at 2 inches. Then you're going to turn it round and you're going to do this on all 4 sides, okay? 1 inch, 2 inches, flip it round again. 1 inch, 2 inches, and on the last side, 1 inch, 2 inch. Okay, like so. So you're going to have that. Now I will show you what bits we need to take off and how we do these best. Alright, so you are going to need to take off this bit, and this bit. Okay, that is what you're going to need to take off. Let's show you how we do them. Now I'm going to cut first up to that second score line. Okay, then I'm going to angle in on that flap there. Okay, and then I'm going to angle in to the middle score line on there, and I'm going to cut that one off there, and then we can remove that one there. Okay, so that's what you've got. And we do the same on all 4 corners. So cut up to that second score line, angle your flap in, okay, then angle this one in to that middle score line, okay, and then you can completely remove that one, and then we get rid of the edge flap on that one. Okay, I'll do it again. I know this can be a bit confusing for beginners. Straight up, in, remove, remove. Okay, last time, straight up to the middle score line, angle that flap in, angle that one in, remove that one, and remove that one. Okay, so what you'll have is what looks like this. Okay, let's get rid of these bits out of the way. And then you're going to want to fold and burnish all your lines on here. Probably should have done this first when it was still one whole piece. Would have been easier. Never mind. That's me all over, isn't it? I like to do things the hard way. Okay, so let's just get that done quickly. That flap one there, that one, and that one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to want to glue these 4 flaps, okay, and we're going to stick them to these edges. So taking my glue, I'm going to put some glue on there, like so, and I'm just going to fold that in and line that up there with that edge. Okay, so folding it in and lining it up with that edge, like so. Okay, and you'll want to do that on all 4 corners. Glue on there, line that up with that edge, like so, and this edge, line that up there, okay, and then the last one, which is now tucked in behind here, and line that up with that edge there. Okay, so you didn't want to go straight, that one. That's right, I'm glad I used glue and not tape, because I wouldn't have been able to move that then. And then just fold these back out of the way for a moment. And then you're going to want to put glue on all your flaps here. Okay, and then tuck them inside your box. Use a ruler or your bone folder and give them a nice push down inside the box, so the box has a nice finish to the inside of it, apart from the writing that I put on there for you guys, but just ignore that. Okay, so now I'm going to go to this side. And tuck that one in and give it a nice push down, and then we'll do the same with the 2 ends. There we go, like so. Okay, if you want to put a piece of paper on the bottom inside there so it all matches, that is entirely up to you. I won't be. I will be removing them, obviously. Just taking something and rubbing them out. Okay, so once you've got your box, you'll want to bring in your backboard bit that you've done. Okay, finding your raw edge where you've got your card, make sure that's at the bottom on whatever side you wish to use. I think we'll go with that side. And then all we're going to do, now pop your lid back on, glue right the way around the edge of that box, because you're going to stick it to the backboard. Okay, so you don't want it to come loose and come off. Make sure you've got plenty of glue on it. And you're going to take the box and line it up with your backboard and the bottom of your board. Okay, like so. And just make sure that's standing on there and it's straight. And then once you know it's straight, you can give that a really good push down. Okay, so you know that that is well and truly stuck on there and that is not coming off. Okay, so there you have it. There's your stand. Now, what I've done with my boxes, actually, before we get onto the boxes, what we'll do is we'll quickly decorate this, I think. So if we use a piece of that, I suppose. And we will use I don't know, I'm trying to look through my little scraps of paper that I've got here. That will do. We'll just use a piece of that. Again, just taking my little Merry Christmas stamp. Okay. Placing that on there. That just about fits on there. And to cut that out. And just ink around the edge of that. Now, will that fit on there? No, it won't. That's not big enough. So we will need that piece, and we'll have the lines going in the opposite direction. Some glue on there. And stick that on there, just leaving a little border all the way around the edge. Right, so, okay, I'm just going to cut that out, leaving that little border. Like so, okay, so you got that. Again, I'm just going to ink up around the edge of that one. And then taking my box back and just stick this to the backboard here, and I'm just going to eyeball it. It's not too bad with this one because it's got lines right the way across it, and if you put the paper on straight, should I say if your printer prints it straight, oh, does that come off of there? A dollop of glue on there. I didn't want to stick down too well. Like so. Okay, so you just got that. And then what I have got is I have some of these, which is just little gingerbread men tickets. And I have literally been, if you've got some Christmas stickers, a sheet of stickers or something, probably would be easier for you to do that. I've just been fussy cutting, leaving a tiny little border around the edge of my gingerbread man. Just fussy cut all the way around. Like so. Okay. I have the cute little gingerbread man. And then I'm just going to put some glue onto the bottom half of him, not the top half because he will be sticking up over the front. And I'm just going to place him just on that bottom corner like so. Okay. So move that to one side for a second and put your lid back on your glue before it dries out. Now, what I've got for these boxes, we have some instant hot chocolate sachets. Okay, so now these will not fit into them boxes, as you can see. And you could fold these up, but they're full of air. They've got so much air in them. So what I have done is get some little baggies. Okay, you don't have to touch none of this. Just open the little baggie like so. Okay, snip the top of your chocolate sachet off. And pour your chocolate into the bag, okay, and then just seal the bag up. Okay, so it's still all sterilised. You've not touched any of the chocolate at all. Okay, so that is in there like that, and then just plonk one of them inside one of your little boxes. Now we've got some of these tiny little miniature wooden pegs. Okay, and that is how closing the top of the box up. So that will go on there like so. Okay, so that's one. Then in the second one, I've already bagged up some marshmallows and a bag of sprinkles. So I'm placing a bag of marshmallows into the box. Okay, and then just wrap up your bag of sprinkles, tuck them into your box as well. Then we can close that one up like so. And then in the third box, I got a packet of these Kinder Buenos. I was actually looking for the little hippos, but nowhere seems to have them at the moment, so I had to make do with these. And these are the this is a 16 pack. You get them in 8 or 16, and I just take 2 of them. Okay, just plonk them inside the box like so. With another little peg on the top of there, and then you can take your stand back. There you have your hot chocolate. It's up to you what way round you want to stand your boxes, or you know, just find the prettiest front bit of the paper, or if you want to stand them in all sideways like so, you know, so you can see the side of the milk cartons. Let's try not to get all the pieces of paper exactly the same. And there you have it, your cute little hot chocolate stand for the kiddies for Christmas. Okay, so I'm off now because I have quite a few of these to make, and it's probably going to take me a couple of days with other bits and pieces to do at the same time. So thanks again, guys, for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed that. As I said, please pop over to the Posh Paper Lady and give her a sub, and I will speak to all you guys again really soon. Thanks for now. See you later.